Zach, you did a co-op at Fuel Total Systems, correct?
Yes, ma'am.
Tell me a little bit about your responsibilities there and what maybe were some of the most beneficial parts for you in terms of things that you learned.
Well, my name is Zach Shepperson, and I went to Fuel Total System for my co-op for the week. And mainly the most beneficial thing to me was how they had me interact hands-on at that with maintenance stuff and programming for different kinds of machines, and it showed me that I can combine my hands-on experience and what I want to do as an engineer and combine them as both. So.
And did it influence your thoughts about your future career aspirations? I mean, is this something you want to continue to look forward to in terms of engineering?
Before I went to FTS, I was mainly focused on being a mechanical engineer, and I got in there, and the first 2 days when I was there, they didn't really show me much, but after that, they showed me what it was like to be a industrial maintenance person and how they combine both electrical engineering, mechanical, and their hands-on experience. So that experience pretty much showed me what I want to do for my future.
Did they have a specific project you were working on while you were there?
Yeah, they had this Japanese worker from Japan came and showed me and Jeremiah Moore a design of a cart they wanted to make for holding gas tanks and different parts that go on a gas tank, and they wanted us to design and have that ready for them by the end of the week.
Why would you encourage future students to participate in a co-op?
A co-op shows you mainly what is in the future for you and what can possibly hold for your future. I didn't think a co-op was going to be like this. This co-op for me really, really changed my idea of the future of what I wanted to do, and it changed my whole mindset of my future.
Okay, my name is George Spraggins. I'm chairman of the board and CEO at Farmers National Bank here in Lebanon, and was not able for our business to participate in the co-op portion of the program, but we do participate in the job shadow. These two gentlemen here, Luke Abel and Luke Thomas, did their job shadows with me last year when they were sophomores, and thought we'd ask them to describe a little bit. I know I'm putting you on the spot because nobody prepared you for this, but describe a little bit of the differences between the job shadow experience and your co-op experience this year. And don't hurt my feelings. If you want to say anything bad about me, that's fine. I can take it.
My name's Luke Thomas, and I did my co-op at TG this year and the Farmers job shadow last year, and the two are pretty different. With him, we went around town and looked how him and the bank has affected the community and how they help out with the community, and how banks play a big role in your community, especially smaller towns. And engineering, like TG, they focus more like with the whole world around the country and with Japan and everywhere. They focus on money, and TG tries to make as much money as they can by doing everything they do.
Art.
Yeah.
Another big thing, my name's Luke Abel, and another big thing that's different from the job shadow and the co-op is the time, like the amount of time you're with each. For the job shadow, I was at Farmers National for 1 day, and for the co-op, I was there all week. And at the job shadow, you're thrown a lot of information in a small amount of time, and it's kind of just like dip your toes in the water, get a feel for what it is that they do, how they help. For I know Mr. Spraggins, he helped on the new design of the what is it?
Branch building out of Kansas.
Their branch building, and it was really neat to see what the difference is that they made now in the present time from back in 18.
Well, it's 1965 when we
19.
built the main building.
Oh, well,
The
it
bank's
ma-
been around a lot longer, so that's okay.
well, just the architectural differences were really neat to see the difference and the adjustments they made in that aspect, and what all banking has to do with the community, the account, like the accounting, all the different numbers, the process that they do, all the different jobs that go on inside the bank. You think that they just deal with money, but it goes so much beyond financially, and there's so many more different tiny aspects that make a huge difference.
Yeah, they spent the entire day with me, but in the process took them around to the various areas of the bank. And just like every business, you got front office operations and back office operations. So we took quite a bit of time. I made sure they got to see our IT and data processing. Many businesses have to have that part, and it's going to be more and more complex and important part of any business operation, particularly for banks. Make sure they got to talk to our internal auditor, who also does compliance. There's a lot of laws and regulations, obviously, that govern how a bank can operate. Even if Wells Fargo doesn't pay attention to them, it's another story. But try to give them a flavor of that. Had them spend time with at least one of the loan officers, describe how when customers come in, they think they've got an idea of what they want to do, but they don't always know exactly how to get it accomplished, and that's what loan officers help walk them through that process. And also made sure they got to spend time with, she wasn't the president at the time, she's the president of the bank now, Melissa Knight, who is still in charge of the bank's marketing. Any business has to have a focus on that, because you got to present yourself to the community. This isn't like back in the days of horse and buggy, where you basically just sat in your office, you waited for people to come to you all the time. You got to promote yourself in the community and make sure people are aware of you and what you do for them.
Well, and you mentioned that you all weren't necessarily a good fit for maybe a week-long co-op, but you were a good fit for a job shadowing, and I'm sure lots of practically any business in Marion County could be a good place for a job shadowing experience, right?
Most businesses, I think, can certainly take the time to take a day and let one of these students come in and see exactly what it is you do, how you function, how you relate to the community, and what it is that your business is supposed to do. And we've been doing this now, I believe Farmers National Bank's done it 3 years now. And one of the things I can say about the students that Mr. Conley sends out, you're not babysitting. These are advanced, they're intelligent students. They have really picked up a lot. I'm very impressed with the programs that they have here. They come already with a little bit of knowledge of the business, so they've got intelligent questions to ask. Their overall experience in their interaction, they come dressed for the part. They get a little bit of orientation on that before they come. And it's really an outstanding program, not just for the students, but I think for the business as well, because it makes you think about what your business does and how you can explain to someone who's entirely unfamiliar with it. But it also gives you a chance to see just what kind of students are being produced at Marion County High School and in the system, and the quality of the teachers that we have, like Mr. Conley, and the staff that we have at the high school, and also at the tech school that we have.
Mm-hmm. Awesome. Anything else? Any other questions or comments from you guys?
I think one thing that maybe like the audience is wondering is why like an engineering program went to like business related companies and different things that aren't necessarily engineering related. And one thing that I have to say about that, like I'm kind of undecided in what I want to do. I was really interested in business and engineering, and I wanted to kind of find a way to connect the two and bridge the two together. And being able to take part in the business at the bank and then do my co-op at TG really allowed me to gain information and knowledge on what I thought that I wanted to do, and helped me realize that I still want to find a way to bridge the business degree and engineering degree and find a job that I can connect both.
And I'd also point out that for students that do want to go on to a college track, I'm not familiar with the University of Louisville, but I'm going to plug my alma mater, University of Kentucky. now has degree programs. That there's a dual degree component and cooperation between the Gatton School of Business and Accounting at the University of Kentucky with the University of Kentucky School of Engineering. Many schools are going in that direction. We've got some outstanding colleges in the state. Also, Western Kentucky University, I know, has programs in that regard. There's plenty of opportunities, and I'm really excited about Marion County Opportunity giving these students the opportunity and the options to explore those opportunities for themselves down the road.
Well, and just to piggyback on what you said about how impressed you are with the students that have come from the high school, that have worked in your building. I've had a student that has been working with me for 2 years now, and he gets paid for it. And he's one of the most responsible, mature kids I've ever come across. And I do think that has a lot to do with the experiences he's had at Marion County High School and with, obviously, with his upbringing and such. But I would hope employers would not be, worried or nervous about having a high school student in their business. I think we need to give them that opportunity, and from experience so far, it's been very positive. So I would hope that businesses in our community would open up their doors and let more students experience that.